Thank you so much. My Eckankar friend, could you come in here again?
I contribute, subscribe to what I know, that life is eternal. There is no time when life ceases. And when man lives in his true essence as soul, he lives eternally. But for soul to learn, to graduate in the stream of life in order to be a good vehicle to serve the whole, which is God, he comes into life in circle. This circle starts at birth and ends at death. Within this circle, as I said, in nature's way, he learns through trial and error, doing good and doing bad. And all these are recorded against him. Because when you go deeper into the constitution of man, you have a body, a form with which he operates in what we call the causal plane, the akashic or the memory of the universe. There's in the universe, so in man, so as above, so below. Everything you do in life is recorded. After a close of life, and you discard the physical body, as I said, you assume an inner body, and you begin to operate in a higher dimension. One of the experiences you go is the process of death, where it goes beyond flesh and blood, is that you have opportunity of coming to an area, an energy level, where you come face to face with what you have done. You see it. The church calls it judgment. I dare say that nobody judges anybody. You judge yourself. Because there you will see it. As long as the evil in you is greater than the good in you, there is imbalance which you have to resolve. And you have opportunity of learning and coming back to assume life again, to balance. To balance yourself until you reach the stage where the good and bad inside you tend to balance. Then you have graduated. You are now in a position to accommodate the primal energy in its real form. It now becomes the way you have to follow to God. Then it leads you through soul realization, where you now know yourself as that spiritual entity. Through soul travel and through the technique of total awareness, it becomes possible for you to operate in all gamuts of life, whether you are dead or alive. You now can go through this area the church calls hell, or this area they call heaven, whether they are real or not. It is there you are in a position to know. In Eckankar we don't believe. We know. I've talked about life after death, because though I'm living, I am dead in a way that I can operate in those higher dimensions and tell you what they look like. I've said in one or few occasions about friends dying, and I take them across to where they are supposed to be. You can't do it unless you have reached that level. So, at that level now, when you now become pure soul and you can operate from that dimension, you are no more under the shackles of death. You are no more compelled to come to life because you have to come to resolve imbalance. You now come to life as you wish, with an aim to contribute something to the whole. That is how the avatars come. Starting from Ramaj, Zoroaster, Christ, the Jesus, and the rest of them, they have reached this stage where they can transcend it and come back and tell you what the inner world looks like. Otherwise, they have no authority to do so. That is where we're operating at the moment. So when we are talking about life after death, about higher dimensions or heaven, we know what it looks like, because I can go there and come back. My thesis is not in the Bible, or in the Bhagavad Gita, or in all the scriptures of men. I am telling you from experience. You can also verify it from other eckists, because our authority is our experience. Not somebody coming to tell you, God say, make I tell you. Do you get it? It's experience. So now you participate actively, consciously in the stream of life, whether here in this plane or beyond other dimensions. For example, at the moment, if I now want to go, I discard this and go.
Go where?
Die, if I like.
Or go to?
Yeah, to higher dimensions.
To the higher
dimensions.
I see.
And there is nothing like eternal death or spiritual death. This is our men's language. Because when you understand death, when you understand life, and know that life is eternal, what dies? Nothing dies. It's only the form of expression of life that dies. You discard. Okay?